Okay, let's see if that is actually the right thing. If you're joining right now, you'll see that I can't see what's going on. Something went wrong. Why did something go wrong? Camera. Boom. What's going on? Top. So there's my comments up there, supposedly, where they're going to be coming through. But it says something went wrong. So I'm going to just try to end cast, go live, cast to browser. Yeah. HyBee 3D, that's me. Continue. Oculus.com/casting, right there. Welcome to chat. That's it. I think it's working. Now let's double check that that's working. Obviously Face ID is not going to work right now. And of course everyone's going to be able to see my password to my phone. Okay. Alright, new sign in. Nice. Let's see if this is actually working. Is it working? Can you hear me? Let's find out. Okay. Yeah! We're a little bit late, but nothing wrong with that. Sign in. Nice. Let's see. Beautiful. Just barely got it to work. Can you hear me? Let's find out. Okay. What's up, Mike? Tomahawk DIY, the OG of YouTubers that I know personally. And supposedly my YouTube chat is supposed to show up there, but it's not. But it is right here. But I need it to be up there. Well, Sign into chat. I am signed in. Okay, we're going to try something really quick. It's still going to cast my voice, but it might just mess this up really quick. Okay. We're going to go to right. I think this is... Okay, make sure this is accurate here. It's going to look me up. HyBee 3D. Boom. Check. Continue. Okay, show live chat on the right. Hey, that's what's up. Okay. This is in VR, and my this is how I'm going to be doing some 3D modeling. So, I prefer to use Gravity Sketch as it's a lot more intuitive than a lot of other 3D modeling softwares. And this is the first time that I'm ever live streaming with my Oculus 3, Oculus Quest 3. I'm pretty excited about it. Here's my little tiny desk setup. This is pretty cool, man. Okay. So I'll be able to see you guys' chats up there. Man, maybe I want to change that actually. Hold on. Go back to the camera. Let's pull this over here. Boom. Come on. There you go. Show in the bottom. Yeah, hey, that's a good spot for it. Okay. Boom. Epic. So, my very first live stream on YouTube. I'm pretty pumped about it. As we can see, there's a little bit of input lag, obviously. You can see my OBS going on right here. It's because first person, we're going to basically walk through my entire process here, from what I do on the computer all the way to sketching out some ideas. Sorry it's so messy here. I'm still working on getting this space clean and organized, but it's working for now. I'm going to set up a multi-board setup here by, who makes it? I can't remember his name right now. Really cool guy, amazing designer. Anyway, that's going to help with a lot of this organization stuff. But yeah, welcome to the HyBee 3D studio. So today we're going to be talking about, well, not really talking, just chatting while I do some sketches. So this is something that I'd like to do more, or like to do regularly in the future, basically just to get, oh, is my mouse dead? It may be. Okay. Oh, there it is. Basically just to get practice with 3D modeling, especially in Gravity Sketch, as there's a huge potential in it for 3D printing, but I believe it hasn't been super well utilized yet. So, for example, I used to have a Quest 2, and I actually modeled both of these with the Quest 2, and this one is actually one of my top sellers in my store. I'm a huge fan of this model. I think it's so cute, and apparently a lot of other people are too. And it's really trendy. And then this one's one that I haven't actually sold yet. It needs some optimization. Those supports kind of make it to where the bottom of the wings don't come out super well. But I also haven't printed this in like a couple of years. Like the last time I printed this was when I made this one, which was like nearly 2 years ago on my very first 3D printer. So the chicken egg may have some revisions soon. But for now, we're going to leave them there to cheer us on. And we're going to jump into working on some inspiration for our Okay, I just want to make sure that's still showing the same thing. Oh, it's scrolled up. Let's see if we can fix that. Let's go to Oculus. Scroll down ever so slightly. I don't like the way that is set up. Can I do that? No. I want that part to go away. Here's what we're going to do. Do a Command Shift. Oh wait, we're going to go here and do I'm trying my best not to completely dox myself. Give out too much of my personal information, but where on the Mac can I do? Like, is it like Command F11? Option F11? I want to get rid of this element in the top of here, basically. There, let's do that, and let me go into OBS and adjust it. There we go. My browser was being a little bit screwy, but we should be good now, I think. Just need to not refresh that page. And here's, of course, YouTube live streaming. Oh, this is not right. Ah! Everybody looking at my YouTube studio. See if this is going properly. Yeah, okay. So, apparently this is not real anymore. I decided to replace it with this. That's fine. So I'm actually going to go quickly into my studio and see if we can get rid of that so people aren't waiting on that thing. Are you in here, Mac?
Yeah.
Hi.
Hi.
Delete forever. Yes, I understand that. Perfect. Okay, so now it's just this live. Now we can jump right into it. So we're going to use ChatGPT to come up with some reference images. Then we're going to do some sketching, upload that, and then do some modeling in Gravity Sketch. So one thing that I've really wanted to do is that I actually came up with some little concepts for was there's this beehive. Was these little birds on swings. I think would be a really fun idea for a to model out and hang from little strings on a swing for like people's rear view cameras. Yeah, that's the word. Mirrors. Thank you. I forgot the word for mirrors and I said camera. That's why I need my wife here. She helps me remember what words are. Yeah, help me be normal. And so I just kind of came up with some reference images or some ideas here. ChatGPT came up with them for me. So we can kind of go off of this and some inspiration to make some sketches. And then work off of that in Gravity Sketch. And so we're going to take... it's a good one there. Beautiful. Save that. And I actually like the shape of this duck's head a lot, or this goose. The idea is goose. I don't remember. What did this one look like? Oh, that was the same one? What? Oh, whatever. There's some little gnomes that I was thinking about. Anyway, that's kind of what we're going to go off of. And so let's start with just some basic, doing some sketches of our... X, Y, and Z, what we want them to look like, and then we'll take that into Gravity Sketch and work from there. So let's grab something to write with. Of course, my pencils might all be out of lead. There we go. And I'm going to move my microphone over, which I can hardly see because my comments are in the way. Maybe I want to move those over to the side. How many times can Hiram move his comments? I want to get rid of that thing. If I push learn more, is it gonna mess me up? Maybe. Learn more. Learn more. Learn more. Boom. Can I scroll? I don't know. Whatever. We're gonna move the chat over to the right again. So you're gonna be by my filament. All right. Take that over there, slap my microphone a couple times. So, I like the way this guy's legs are, but I like the way this guy's head is. So we're going to take this idea, try to combo it with this type of neck and head, and basically come up with some really rough sketches for us to draw. So I'm going to go basically do some... a Z and X axis, and we're just gonna draw some ideas out. So here's our little swing, right? Boom. And I am not a two-dimensional artist, let alone a three-dimensional artist, and so this may be a little bit rough. So we'll see how it goes. So kind of want to get him like a little tubby body like that guy's got, except we want to go up into a bit of a taller head. I wonder if you guys can even see that, because I need to like keep it forward like this. I'm gonna keep it up like this. Kind of a round booty. Thanks, eBay. Right, something like that idea. How are we doing in chat? Good, good. All right, so his butt's on there. And then this is going to come up into maybe like only that long. And let's picture what this would look like from the front. It's very circular in his head. So we'll basically, it kind of made this a little too short here. So here's the circle that his head would look like. Right. And then our beak, his would basically be like that. Eyeballs. Something cute. Here. Obviously, this will be a lot more symmetrical when we're working on it in our thing. Cute eyebrows. I like his blush. Maybe we'll keep that. And then one of the tricks is going to be how we want to do the feet. Now, to print him flat, I'm thinking we'll be able to print him flat on the butt like this, and then have his feet come up basically like that. Yeah, yeah, yeah. There we go.
Can't see what you're drawing.
You can't? Okay, good to know. How about now?
Kinda. It's like your keyboard and up.
Oh, it is? Okay. Let me adjust this down. Thank you. So, like, it would be better if I drew, like, here.
Hold on, it's catching up.
Okay. So, I need live feedback, people.
Yes, that's good.
I like the fat goose guy. Thank you. My wife sitting behind me. Want to say hi?
Hi.
You'll be on in mere moments. So, draw it more up here.
Yeah.
Okay. Got it. I'll just keep kind of my pad there. Need to angle my head down more. Okay. I need to turn that off. So, it thinks I'm trying to grab stuff in VR when I pinch my fingers like this. And then I'm thinking with the wings, we can just do like kind of follow. Should we have him grab around the ropes like that? Probably be easier to balance him on there if I do. Or should I just give him little wings like that? What do you think, Mac?
Say that again?
Should I give him like little wings that grab onto the ropes?
I think that would be cuter.
I think it'd also be easier to balance out, like so it doesn't flip over itself. But I guess it doesn't matter as long as the base is heavy enough. So,
But it would be cuter if it was holding onto the ropes.
yeah, I think I agree with that. Something like that type of deal. Now, normally I'd be doing this kind of sketch on my iPad, but my iPad is dead, and it would make it automatically symmetrical for me. So my sketches here are going to be super asymmetrical, but that's okay. Yeah, I think that's a good start, and we can kind of go off of that to get something going. So it's going to be my front view. Yeah, if that wasn't already clear. And then let's look at a side view. So if this is our swing here, boom, and the z-axis is the rope. You're looking at like, let's work on the head first. So we've got our big circle head here, and I like the shape of that guy's beak, kind of like a. So I want it to come up more natural, like more at an angle like a goose's does. So like. Whoop, yep, just like that. Maybe a little bit sharper. There we go. Minus the bottom part there. Boom. That's it right there. Okay. And then this is gonna like go like that there. Yeah, I like that, except maybe a little bit smaller, but we'll work that out once we actually get into the model itself. His eyebrows and his little blush spot. And let's take his neck here. Be a little thicker than that, and draw him out forward, a little belly. His feet are going to stick up right there. His arms are going to come around here. This is going to be the hardest part to print, I think. His little arms coming around the sides. Except it's not really arms. I guess wings might look a little more like arms. Have to flatten them out. And then his little butt. Needs to be a little more round, I think. Another thing we can work out when we actually get into the software itself, into the 3D modeling software. Buzz, just want to thank you for your videos. Had a printer for a while, but watching your videos helped me get the confidence to actually try selling prints. Aw, thanks, Shadow Blue. That's my favorite comment to get, is when people say that my videos inspired them to actually start printing and selling prints, because that's what it's all about. The whole idea behind the channel is to give people the knowledge and skills that I have learned through roughing it, basically. So that they can try to avoid the same mistakes that I make, and just get out there and do it with confidence. And so I'm really glad that you started doing it, and please, keep in touch and let us know how things go. If you're not already in the Discord, you should join. It's really cool. A lot of people constantly sharing how their 3D print events are going and sharing good tips and like what models are selling well. So that's, of course, if you're not already in the Discord. But thanks for watching the stream, at least if you're still here. That was sent 3 minutes ago, probably like 5 minutes ago now by the time you're actually seeing me make these comments. Okay, let's talk about a little tail feather. Maybe we should do like I like the tail feather design on this guy. I may do something similar to that. But we'll see when we get into there. Basically like that, but like everything in the middle. And then from behind is going to look pretty much exactly the same as this, minus the features. So I say let's take this and let's jump into Gravity Sketch and start. Uh-oh. Did OBS stop working?
It's still going right here. But you haven't. Oh, wait, you're about to close it. And.
Did the live stream stop? That was silly. I like close my.
Oh, yeah.
Did the whole stream stop?
No, it looks like this.
Oh, okay. Okay, thank goodness. That was a silly thing to do. Just close my computer. That's fine. Just get a look at a couple things. It's showing the VR again?
Yeah.
Okay, thank goodness. That's hilarious. Let me move my computer over to the side so it's not so in the way. Get my microphone over here. Sorry, people, my space is small. It will soon be much more optimized for this type of thing. Dang, 6 current viewers, 30 total. Better than I've ever had on an Instagram live stream, so that's cool. When I turn my head right, can you see the comments too?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. You can see what I see. Can you see what I see? Okay, gang. Let's grab our controllers and throw these on for safety, because sometimes I accidentally drop them. I'm a sweaty son of a gun. And ever since I got this Oculus, my acne around my eyeballs is not great. Well, the acne itself, it's doing great. It's thriving. There we go. So what's cool is if I want to like stop using the controllers at any point, I can just tap them together like this, and then it'll start tracking my hands. I can just boom, tap, or start pushing buttons, and it'll bring back together. So we're gonna jump into Gravity Sketch. Oops. And you will see what I see. Hopefully, probably gonna show my email there. That's okay. New sketch. All right, here we are. So we're actually gonna go into pass-through mode. We're gonna yeet our virtual goggles off. And this is going to give us our origin coordinates here. Let's bring our loosey-goosey over here. Can you see those origin coordinates, Michaela?
What's an origin coordinate?
The plus thing? Oh, wait, I can see what you see now over here. I should have been looking at that the whole time. Lol. Okay. So, we're going to go into create some objects. And the reason I started to get into Gravity Sketch for 3D modeling as opposed to something else is basically because of how intuitive it is compared to other 3D modeling softwares. I do have practice in those now. Like I'm working on some jar prototypes and some other stuff. My desk is a total mess, as you can see, but there's always a million works in progresses going on at once, and so this is just going to be one of many of those. So we're going to hop into our shapes and create a cube. Well, first we're going to go to our options. I'm going to turn our mirror on, and it will give me this plane. Basically, if you can see that, kind of makes a little dark plane there. Whereupon, if we draw anything, it'll double it up. So like, draw it on this side, it'll draw on that side, vice versa, move them vice versa, like that. So in order to try to keep everything symmetrical, we are going to do that. So we're going to grab ourselves a cube, and this cube is going to act as our grid. Yeah, we want a grid. Boom, beautiful. Is going to act as our is our swing here for the duck. So I'm going to snap that to a grid. We're going to put it right in the middle. Beautiful. And we are going to take that as it is. Boom. Okay, beautiful. Actually made it too small. Beautiful. Okay. Now we're going to take, we're going to color this just so we know, we can remember what exactly it is. And we're going to take a nice brown. And actually I need to change my tool. Colors and materials. Boom. Brown. That's our swing. And back to sketch. All right. See, any new comments? Nope, we're good. Kind of wish I didn't have to look over so far, but I guess it makes sense because it would just be like right in front of my face. We're going to grab a cube again, amazingly enough, and we are going to bring it right to the center there. Nope, we're going to bring it here and take this. We're going to grab this plane here. Nope. We're going to undo that. And we're going to go here, and we're going to separate it out, and we're going to take this face here, and we're going to move it along this axis as best as we can. Nope. It's always a learning curve. Every time I get back into this, I've got to remember all the motions. So just moving the one face inward toward, it should be able to grab it in a linear way. Oops. Let me close this menu. Grab it in like a more linear way. I thought that worked, but it may not. I might have to go to my settings here. World axis, smart move. All directions. It should like give me some. Oh, maybe it doesn't work with the snap. Snap to grid. Yeah, okay. Now we're talking. So we're going to grab this one, edit the vertices on it, and we're going to bring it over till it meets with itself in the middle there. And then these ones we're going to bring right back in to basically create our little square once again, just over here and mirrored. Otherwise, it wouldn't have been mirrored all of my motions. So let's bring it a little higher up because it looks like the stream tends to want to look higher than I'm looking. So we're going to model up here, except then it makes me look up. Whatever. Okay. Is my audio still coming through okay, Michaela?
Oh, I don't have it on because then.
Well, that's what I was just asking if you could test really quick.
Oh, yeah.
If you would.
Yep.
Thank you. Let's go to our color and materials. And we're just going to make this a nice kind of off-white, more yellow, but excuse me. And back to sketch. Perfect. So now that we've got this, we can kind of look at our reference here and shape this into, I'm thinking this is going to be the head of our goose here. We're going to turn that into that circle. And it may take some time, but we'll get it done. So we're going to go into here and we're going to turn on subdivisions, and it'll basically subdivide for us and turn that cube into a sphere-ish type object. And the more we can, but we can create some more vertices there, and essentially bend this little thing to our will. So we're going to go in here and only select lines, bring these lines in as best as we can. Actually smacked my microphone just to try and round this out as best that we can. Now, the cool thing about this is that we can export into loads of different file types. And so, like, I can export this as an OBJ file and then put it into Blender and then adjust it later, because it may not be as smooth as I want it to be, or there may be some adjustments that I can't make in Gravity Sketch that I want to make in on the computer that are with softwares that are more capable. So, let's see what time it is. Okay. So we're going to keep trying to round out our goose's head here. I like that. Okay, so we're going to move it back there into the middle. And we're actually going to blow this boy up so we can get into the nitty-gritty. There's my seat down there. So we'll work with that later. It's weird being in VR because there's like, that seat is far away, but it's also like right on my desk. So I can see these two depths of like, this is right here, but that's like somehow further away, but on top of my desk. Something that definitely takes some getting used to. And sometimes I'll like try to reach down and like punch my desk or my microphone. Okay, so yep, we're gonna scale this back up, and we're gonna create a new shape. And that shape is going to be, you guessed it, a cube. Oops. I like to start the cubes off with snapping it to the grid because they're just generally easier to move. World axis. Oh, no. Okay. Boom. Bring it over. And we're going to adjust it and grab just the face here. Boom. Grab this one. Just that part. Okay, now this is going to become our beak. We kind of talked about before if we want to make it larger or smaller. Now that I'm looking at this one, it's absolutely massive. And I think I want to do it smaller, like the original reference image concept art. So we're just going to toy around with it a little bit and see what we can come up with. One thing that I always like on gooses is compared to, I guess ducks have it too, but is the little shape that like where their mouth meets their head. So if like this is the goose's head, this is looking at it from the front, so here are his eyeballs, right? I like the way that their mouths come up like this, right? And then they kind of come down to this way. I don't know if that makes sense. I guess that this wouldn't actually be that far down. It'd be like this. More like that. Yeah, that makes more sense. And then they like kind of come down in the middle. Anyway, this part is what I'm talking about. So I want to make sure I get that nice and smooth, because I think it will really sell the fact that this is supposed to be a goose with a long neck. All right. I was just trying to pick this this board up and move it with my hand. Okay. We messed it up. Okay, well, all good. All right, so just to remember that this is the beak, we're going to hop into our coloring tools and paint that orange. Hop into here. And let's start forming this into a beak. So I'm first going to grab these, and I'm going to move these ones. Oh, yep, yeah, move these over this way. Nope, not just that one. There we go. Nope. There we go. This way. And move these ones kind of down here this way. That precision move tool where you like hold your hands in a row like this is a huge help. Basically, see, it creates that gray line, and your movements will only be along that line. So we're actually going to go into and subdivide this so we can see what that looks like so far. Okay, turn that subdivision off. Let's bring it back up so we can work with something a little bigger here. So what we want to do is build out a blocky version of our idea. So let's see what that looks like. Not quite, but we're getting there. We create some actually extra subdivisions right here. So hopefully it'll smooth that out a little bit. And create some subdivisions here, bring this over. And we're going to grab these here, bring this one up, expand it out. Boom. Grande. Okay, so it's a little bit blocky still. I'm not in love with it yet, and it doesn't quite have that effect that I want yet. I mean, a little bit, but still not quite. Let's see. So let's try to bring this in a little bit and round it out. Yeah. Make it bigger so I can grab the individual nodes here. Massive duck head on my desk. Bring this one out. Kind of round these off on the top. And these ones as well, actually. Boom. A little bit better. We're looking more... It's not quite what I want. What am I missing? What's the idea here? I need it to like come up the head a little bit more, like look this way. Okay. Let's try to bring these from back here and kind of bring it up. Oh, I'm liking that. Have we done something? Oh, oops. Hold on. Let's bring time back forward. Time fast forward. Okay. Okay, we're gonna go back and take these, and we're gonna bring this back into the middle here. Okay. So it's a little wonky right now. We're gonna bring it back to snap to grid, and we're gonna hopefully put it somewhere back in the middle-ish. Because one thing that is tough about Gravity Sketch is once you bring something off of the grid, it creates its own relative grid, which is kind of annoying to deal with. But we're going to bring it kind of back to the middle there, and this will give us a good reference of what the middle means. So we're going to bring this one back down because it's already centered. And we're going to bring this one back here. Oops. Make sure this is right. Yeah, okay. Oh, nope. Come on, boy. There you go. And bring it back up. A little bit tilted. Not quite right. Okay, we're closer to what I want, for sure. Definitely closer to this idea and a smaller beak. But I don't know. I'm not married to it yet. I'd like these edges to come up a little bit more and maybe this one not be as sharp. But definitely closer to something that we want. So let's bring that back. Adjust the nodes, and why don't we bring this up a little bit? Bring this one down a little bit. Oh, that might be too much. Boom. Is that it? Is that the beak, everybody?
That's cute.
Yeah, I think that's really cute. Very happy with that so far. Now there's some weird like geometry right along here that I think I need to try to smooth out. Let's actually just put it right back up there where we had it so we can look at it from the bottom. And we're going to here adjust that. Boom. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Are you seeing this, chat? Are you seeing this? All 5 of you, you better be seeing this. I like seeing my hands with these on the screen is funny because I like don't even focus on my hands in VR. My hands just become these things. So like to see it on the screen with these like hovering over is, I don't know, it's a silly thing. That's all. Just silly. All right, so I'm happy with that beak shape. I'm gonna stand up real quick so I can stretch me legs, and we can. Oh, my headphones. What are my headphones attached to? Oh, it's not my headphones. It's my Oculus plugged into the wall. It dies really fast when I'm using Gravity Sketch and pass-through mode, and so it can be kind of rough. Okay, so a good way to see in Gravity Sketch if you have any weird geometry is to go into your settings and your environment, and there's this flashlight that you can grab, and you can shine light on it from all different angles to make sure that it's not weird. Like, okay, so one thing I didn't notice that I'm seeing now is that there's a weird ridge like all the way up the middle of it. Now, I don't know that that's supposed to be like that. Or is there actually, is that a ridge, or is it just the way that I didn't even grab this. Or is it just the way that it's, oh no, it's totally a ridge. So we're going to try to flatten that out a little bit. So there you go, everybody, flashlight tool. We're going to put that away for now. Thank you for commenting, Michaela. You are my queen.
Want me to heckle you?
Yeah, you should heckle me.
Roasting your desk.
Oh yeah, you could roast the crap out of me. But you can do that in real life anyway.
That's true. If I do it online, maybe people will join in and you'll clean it.
Lol. Clean my stuff off of my desk and my stuff off of your desk.
That's all cyberbullying my husband.
I'll just show you on there.
No.
And then
Say,
say
my jammies.
grandma outfit looking. JK. My wife is a beautiful grandma. Oh boy. Amber alert. Mitsubishi Outlander.
Keep an eye out, everyone.
Keep an eye out, people. Ugh. It always makes me so sad. Oh, I don't want to anchor it. How can I? There we go. Oh, I see. If I like move it around with the. Oh, cool. Okay. So let's see here. Yeah, that looks a lot better. More of like a bump than a ridge. Let's see how we're doing here. I wish this would go away. But whatever. Hey, I can like my own stream. Love that. Okay. All right, back to sketching in Gravity. I wonder if there's a way to like hide something. Oh, I bet there's layers. Oh, I bet there's layers. New layer. Oh, can I move this to another layer? Oh. Can I move it to the other one? Oh, oops. Do you want to bake this if I can? Boom. Ah, no. Okay, accept. Do you wanna build a goose in my big freaking house? Just kidding, it's not so big. It's quite little because I don't have any money. And it's kind of funny. I say I don't. Yet I have all this tech in front of me. And that's why I don't have any money. It's because I have 3D printers and a laptop and a microphone and another computer on my face. Where'd my flashlight go? Oh, there it is. Okay, we're gonna get rid of this boy for now. Okay. Sorry, that sound is just like my thinking sound. It might be really obnoxious, and sorry if it is. Oh, didn't want to move that. I want to see if I can like somehow move this to another layer, you know? I can like new layer group. Boom. Can I add this to my second layer? Nope, nope, nope. Okay, maybe we'll just create a new bench then. Layer name 2. Oh, we'll just call it swing. Enter. Oh, that's capital. Oh, haha. Okay. So we're gonna go back here and take this cube again. Except we're gonna bring us back to the middle. Oh, settings. World. Snap to grid. And then we're going to create our shape from there. Boom. Snap that to that grid, boy. And then to accept, grab this here, bring it nice and flat. We're going to subdivide. I'm going to bring these shapes right into each other there. Look at that. Oh, not what I wanted to do. Boom. Subdivide. Shapes. I can't do a smart move with this. Oh yeah, I can't do smart move with the blocks. Okay, hold on. With the blocks, I mean with the grid. What are the right terms? I don't know, because I don't know how to 3D model. I just know how to draw stuff. Except I barely know how to draw stuff. Okay, let's go back to paint this boy brown. Yeah, looks like wood, right everyone? Say yes. Oh, there we go. We'll make it a little cartoony. Ah, didn't want to make that one. Nice. Caution. Caution? That's not how you say that. Toggle. You don't say caution. Brush and pipette. Oh, is that what that's called? When you have like an eyedropper?
Yeah.
Called a pipette?
Someone never passed science class.
Yeah. Yeehaw, baby. Change the material. Chrome. Can't be chrome and brown. Chrome. Nice. Okay. I'm learning. Look, Prince Nipple Skimster. I'm learning. Reflective. What?
What's that from again?
That's from The Simpsons. Except it's not actually the right line. It's, look, Super Nintendo Chalmers. I'm learning. And then, when Ralph is trying to get Principal Skinner's attention, that's when he goes, Prince Skipple Nipster! Prince Skipple Snipster! Prince Nipple Skipster! Classic. How long have you been using Gravity Sketch, and was it difficult to get the hang of it? I've been using it for like a year and a half, but, well, I wouldn't say I've been using it for a year and a half. I used it for the first time about a year and a half ago because I wanted to get into 3D modeling, but all of the tools available were so not intuitive to learn. Although there's hundreds of years of tutorials online for Blender and Fusion. I wanted something that I could just pick up and play with and figure out how to make things. And Gravity Sketch ended up being exactly what I was looking for. So I bought a used Quest 2 off of Facebook Marketplace. And I really like it. I mean, I've come back to it to model more stuff. Like, we've got with me here my little examples of my some of my better Gravity Sketch builds. I don't know if I'd call it models. This is my little mushroom. It sells pretty well. And then my little chicken egg, which I think I need to do a little bit more work on because the wings don't print super well. This is one of my very first models. Actually, I think the chicken egg was my very first model that I did and exported, and it came out like pretty decent. Yeah, here's some smaller versions of them over here. This was the very first one that I did. The very first printout from Gravity Sketch. And honestly, if you have decent spatial awareness, like, it's way easier to learn than other 3D modeling softwares, but it does have limitations. Like you can only export in a OBJ format, which makes your files really, really tiny. Like for example, oh, this one's actually really huge on accident. Like if I were to scale this up to 100% scale, it's gonna be crazy. Like it's massive. You can't tell because you can't see like the perspective, but it's really huge. But that was a really discombobulated answer. I started using it a year and a half ago. I started using it again recently. It is much more intuitive than other 3D modeling softwares, although I do also use those for other projects. So I would recommend it to anybody that is trying to get into 3D modeling to learn the basics of it, because it does function very similarly to a Blender or like Fusion, but just with your hands in a way that's really easy to digest. And then taking those skills and transferring it over to those other 3D softwares is a lot easier, in my opinion, or at least it was for me, like the transition of that. Okay. So we've got our little head here. Let's work on some eyeballs. Let's make sure our grid is turned off. Yep. Bring him back to be grandissimo. Goose is one of my favorite words in Spanish because it's gonzo, and that makes me think of the Muppet. Gonzo. Okay, sphere. Look at that. That wasn't my intention, but I'm kind of loving it. This bug-eyed goose.
Oh yeah, that's hilarious.
Maybe we'll have to make another version with the bug eyes, because that's awesome.
What do you mean? You should keep it.
Just keep it only bug eyes?
Ask the chat.
Well, yeah. What do you guys think? Should we do bug eyes, or should we go more along the lines of our like cute eyes with blush? Mr. Ed. It's all right. We are still just barely getting into this, even though I've been streaming for like, I don't know. It started at like 9:15. Here's my passcode to my watch if anyone wants to know. I only have the passcode on there so that my son can't set a million timers. He's 9 months old and he loves to slap my watch. But anyway, I'm gonna be streaming for still a little bit. Like it's only 10. We got time. But what do we think? Should we keep the goose buggy eyed, or should we go with something like a little bit like sweeter and cuter? Let's look at our options here. Actually, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go to layers, and we are gonna okay, go back. Erase. I want to create a layer, and we're gonna call it eyes 1. And I wonder if we can like move this layer. That's not what I wanted to do. If I can like move it around. Yeah, look at that. Okay, and if we can delete this one. Yes. Wow, that's really not intuitive, Gravity Sketch. Thank you for that. So we're going to create eyes 1. We're actually going to take the swing and we're going to make it disappear for now. Bring it back later. Just focusing on the old head right now. And in eyes 1, we're just going to put our layers over here so we can access them. In eyes 1, we're going to do what we just had. Big old bug-eyed freak. This is our first option. Loving it. Very cute. Very silly. Yeah, man. This is in Gravity Sketch, so it's actually a free app available on the Oculus Store. It's pretty cool. Oh, I didn't even realize I could pick up all my tools like that. That's amazing. That's awesome. Okay. we're going to... Well, a lot of people haven't used this for 3D printing in particular because it's a tool designed more for like team design collaboration, but you can export as OBJ files and then easily switch those to an STL or 3MF file for 3D printing, which, like I was telling some of the viewers earlier, like this guy is Gravity Sketch and this guy is Gravity Sketch, and there's a couple of others that I have that are also Gravity Sketch. What was I just doing? Oh yeah, I was gonna create. Okay, so that's those eyeballs. Eyes 1. We're gonna create a new layer. We're gonna select it. We go eyes 2, and we're going to do something more along the lines of this, where it's kind of be like, do a capsule, and we're gonna do it like a little bit cutesier. Maybe not a capsule. Let's do kind of a thicker stroke, but except we're gonna do points. I'm gonna do points. How do I do that? Point mode. Boom, boom, and boom. Bring it in like that so that we get some nice curve on there, except this is really needs to be more curvy. There we go. I think he's pretty cute with the big eyes. Gravity Sketch is also free on Steam. Oh, that's cool. I don't like that. That's not what I was aiming for. We need to do something like even thicker, like point like that, so that he can kind of stick his eyes out a little bit. Yeah, I think bug eyes might be it, but we'll give this guy a shot here really quick. This isn't quite centered. If there's a way to center back to origin, that would be really nice, but I don't know that there is. We're gonna try something different again here. See if we can get this result that we want. We can start like, okay, whatever. Okay, check. We can start like inside of here, bring it out. We get like a nice smooth curve. I don't know. I think bug eyes might be it. Let's see. Yeah, I think that might be it.
Oh, I like the scary snake.
Yeah, I couldn't quite figure out how to make his eyes cute like that. Like, I think I need to make do like a volume like this. If I did like, problem is that I can't quite center him properly. So let's go back to, let's hide these eyes, go back to eyes 2. And do like a volume like this, like to where it kind of brings it out, like that. So that might be, it's pretty pointy. Okay, let's do this not in black so I can actually see what's happening, and let's not do it in tune. Let's do it glossy so I can see the contours of it. Yeah, hey, look at that. Turns out when you don't do everything in cartoon style, it's a lot easier to see. So let's bring this out and try to round him out a little bit. Boom. Let's smooth this boy. Boom, that's a little bit better. I mean, still not perfect because he's it's still pointy. I don't like how pointy it is. I wonder if I can like bring that out. Hey, that's a little bit better. Still not quite like eye shaped though. Like jelly beans. What do you think, Mac? Look at my computer screen so you don't have to wait.
Those are weird.
What about that?
Yes.
We like the bug eyes? Okay, I think we're going with the bug eyes, everybody. So now the next question is, do we give him blush? Or her, maybe it's a girl. Warning, active layer is invisible. Oh, lol. Like, why isn't this working? Okay, we're actually going to rename this to the next layer. I don't actually know what it's going to be. We'll just call it blush. Because we might want to do it with blush, might want to do it without blush. Check. Let's do this a little bit bigger and just go like that. Yeah, I like that. Okay. Let's try to move this guy back into the middle here, even though it's gonna mess up his eyeballs a little bit. Oh, we need to get rid of these old monstrosity eyes. These, yeah. Okay. Bug eyes it is. Cute white dot eyes. Oh, that's a good idea. That's a super good idea. So the thing is that I need to consider is that I can only print with four colors at a time. And so that would actually work really well because this model is going to be white for the most of it anyway. So let's go to my shapes. Come on, everybody. Let's learn our shapes together. And let's see if we can give them some cute little, like, anime sparkly eyes. Do like that. Okay, loving that. And we're going to add, like, another one, like, right there. Oh my gosh, that's cute. Look, Mac.
It looks like he's gonna cry.
Looks like he's gonna cry. Oh, you're a genius. Yeah, I don't think I'm actually gonna need more than 3 colors because I'm gonna do, unless we want to give him like a bow or something, which could be cute, or some blush. But oh my gosh, I'm in love with this. Look at him. Oh. That's amazing. Yeah. He's, oh my gosh, I'm gonna tear up looking at him. Oh, here, I need to give him a little pat on the head.
You totally gotta give him blush.
We got to, right? Or like a little bow around his neck.
A little bow tie.
What if instead of printing it, we actually just like tied a bow around his neck? You give him a little pat on the head. You're a good boy. Man, I'm glad you're here with me. I want to hold you. Oh. This is the life. Okay. Someone clip that. JK. This is my first stream I've ever done, so I just feel like I need to say like streamer stuff. Yeah, orange feet, white body. That's kind of what I'm thinking too. And then
Give him a little bow tie.
should we print the bow tie, Mac, or should we just tie a bow tie on him?
I mean, you have a 4th color left.
Yeah, but it would create like a lot of waste in the middle.
That's true.
And I feel like it could be cute and more like... oh, yeah. My sign is still up for my last video that I made. I actually have a way nicer sign. It's just in my stuff for my sales events. Start with the duck base, then version 2 has a bow. Mother's Day version has a flower. Oh, my gosh. James.
Coming through.
You'd be on my payroll.
You gotta get on your own payroll.
I got to get on my own payroll first. The wife has spoken. Need a knife. Yeah. You getting my other sign?
Uh-huh.
You're my hero. Yeah, duck base is super smart. Okay, so let's go. Look at that. Hey, up on top of the filament dryer. Very nice. Okay, we have now upgraded. Thank you, Nathan, for the wonderful reminder. Yeah, I put that up in my last video because I forgot to get this one out. Eventually, I want to do like a 4-quadrant hue forge print to put like a big sign up here in the middle of a multi-board. I think that would look nice. Or do like a light box. I think that would be cool too. Hey, maybe an inlay made by a fan. Who knows? I don't actually know your name. Are you who I've been talking to on Discord? I only know you as your Discord name, Nathan. But I'm assuming since you said that, that's probably who you are. All right. Should we see how ridiculous I look right now? Let's see. Hello. My eyes are your eyes for this live stream. Oh, I totally need to like print out some eyeballs to put on my. Yep, yeah, I knew it was you. I totally need to print out some eyeballs to put on my Quest so that I look cooler. Anyway, back to the duck, el patito, el patón. All right. It was initially intended to be a goose, but it's definitely giving me more duck vibes. But we'll see once the neck comes in here. So we're going to grab another. Well, we're going to turn on our snapping again. Bring this boy here. I think it's centered decently. It's not perfect. I wish it were a little bit better, but I'm cool with it. Nathan, we gotta hop on a. I told you I was gonna be able to hop on a call with you on Thursday, and I didn't get on a call with you on Thursday. So we gotta set that up. Because I do want to chat. Why is there 2 options for sphere? Wonder what's up with that. Put those tools over there. Oh, this is so cool. This has changed a lot since I used it to make my other older prints. So let's go. All right, I turned that on. We can do a cube, and we're gonna bring it in here. Yeah, honeycomb wall hanging thing. You can color print sections here too. Oh yeah, that'd be cool. JB Gecko, what's up, man? Oh, that's James. That's who James is. No wonder. 10, 11. Okay. All right, we're gonna hop into here. So, for those who have watched or done YouTube lives before, is there a limit on how long I can stream for, or is it gonna kick me off at some point? Like, as someone with very few followers. Now, I've seen other larger YouTubers go on for a long time, but I don't know. I just don't have any experience doing this. Okay, so we're gonna. Oh wait, I need to turn my grid off. Grab this one here. Edit this face. Boom. Click. We're actually gonna take this one here and edit this face also. Bring this one in. Beautiful. We're going to grab this face. We're smart. Grab. Okay. And we're actually going to hide everything else for now. Oops. Did I accidentally put these on the blush layer? Ah, that's okay. 12-hour max. Yeah, I doubt I'll reach that one. Swing layer can come down. Doubt that we will hit the 12 hours. Maybe we'll hit the 2. Maybe. Let's grab our flashlight and bring it over here. I've heard there's some limit. A guy from Private Software said he wouldn't be. James isn't with the real answer. All right. What am I doing? Grab this one here. Yo, I totally just messed myself up. I need to bring it bigger. Bring it all down. Okay. We need to subdivide, turn that on so we can start to see what we're working with here. Let's grab these vertices, and we're going to bring our duck neck here out. It's looking more like a body right now. It's terrible. I need to do like a color match here because the difference is driving me a little bit crazy. Did this one. How do I use this? This one. Boom. That's what I want. Basic. Oh, and then you go back to the paintbrush. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. So I'm actually going to make everything reflective right now, even though it'll make it look terrible, because it helps me see the vertices a little bit better. Actually, bring that back. Reflective. Check. Okay. Go back to my tools and into Sketch. It's cool that you guys are joining for the stream. It makes me very happy. I need to round this out more. So, one thing that is unfortunate about Gravity Sketch, which is why we need to do like a little bit of Blender post-processing and stuff, is like Booleans and smoothing is non-existent in Gravity Sketch. So it's something that after I export this and then import it into Blender, I'll go through, combine my objects, remesh, because the exports are like kind of low mesh. They're not super bad. Like this one's done without any smoothing, and I kind of like the low poly look of the eyes, but definitely could have used some smoothing in some of the other areas. Like here, there's some weird polygons. So anyway, that's something that I have learned and will hopefully continue to improve upon. So let's bring this neck up, actually. I keep making it small. We're going to try to round this boy out. Make my grabber bigger. I'll bring this up. Nice. Let's look at it from... Hold on. I need to... There's a setting that I have somewhere in here that I need to turn off. Where I need to turn off vertical lock, so I can turn the whole world sideways, and then whenever I need it again, I can just pop that back on. So vertical lock is off, so I can see this from the top without messing the whole thing up. Grab my flashlight and bring it over somewhere else. Can I like dim it at all? I don't know. I just delete it for now. There's that sound again. Only notice it when I know other people are listening, which is not very frequent. But my wife, who's sitting behind me, can attest that I make that sound very frequently. Just a good thinking sound, generally. This is, at this point, how I prefer to model, just because it's intuitive, or at least how to start models, and then I'll bring them into another software. But to me, this is very fun. I can do it in my space, and I can be with my family as I'm doing it. Like with the pass-through, I can watch whatever show we're watching, or be at my desk, do actual physical drawings like this. So I'd say at this point, it is my preferred way to model, and then I do some like post-processing and finishing in Blender. So we're gonna add a couple of those there, and we're actually gonna make this larger so it kind of fillets out into the head a little bit, so that whenever I smooth things out in Blender, it will be a little bit smoother, not such a rough transition. It's a little bit weird here, so we're gonna add some more points, and we're actually gonna bring this guy in. Look at that. Absolutely beautiful. Sorry to my friend who lives in Australia if I've appropriated your culture with that just now. So what's cool is you can switch like different grabbing shapes from circle to square, so you can use like the points to get more precision grabs. Nothing like grabbing precisely. Let's bring the whole thing. The whole thing. Oh my gosh. goobing it up a little bit here. Yeah, no, we just need to leave that alone. Okay. There we go. Very good at parametric modeling. The clay molding type modeling doesn't cooperate with my brain. See, I'm opposite. Like, I can figure out the parametric stuff. Like for example, I've recently been using plasticity, which is kind of it's a more artistic CAD software. Like it works more for the clay working with your hands type of brain, but also has parametric capabilities. This is a little jar prototype that I made with magnets embedded into it. Now, of course, I got my magnets wrong, so I need to print a new jar for this lid and a new lid for this jar to get my magnets actually right, because it's opposite right now. But that's something that I know with more practice I can get better at. I guess just like this, I guess with anything you can get better at it with more time and practice. But more parametric stuff and like functional items, like this is fun for artsy stuff like this, but when it comes to actual functional items, this is useless, you know, because there's no proper scaling. All right, let's, I'm happy with that. Here, give that a look on my computer screen, Mac. What do you think?
Oh yeah.
Good, Nick?
Goosey.
That's goosey.
Loosey goosey.
That is Lucy. That is goosey. That's too cliche.
Loosey goosey the duck.
Loosey Goosey the duck. That's more my speed. All right, Loosey Goosey the duck. Let's work on your tubby body. Oops. So I'm thinking, actually, let's bring this out and turn our subdivisions off. Let's bring this in. We can kind of work on some of our vertices here. Now, what I'm trying to figure out now is how I'm going to transition the neck into his little bulbous body. How do you like working with plasticity? I've been thinking about getting into it. I currently use SolidWorks a lot because I have it through my college, but I won't once I graduate. Do you know what? I actually really like plasticity. Just like Gravity Sketch, like it lacks in a lot of features because it's so new. But I've enjoyed it. It's much more, I'd say, easier to look at. Like it's not extremely intimidating. Like, I mean, you jump into Blender or Fusion, or I've never used SolidWorks, but I've heard that it's very similar, that there's just, you're immediately greeted with so many options and so many possibilities that it's overwhelming. But I like plasticity because of its simple UI and the way that you manipulate your world and the objects. To me, it makes sense. It's a lot more similar to, it's like a good halfway between something like this, what I would, move with my hands and do very intuitively, and something that actually can push out parametric models. So I like it. There's a free version to try that has almost all of the capabilities. The only thing about it is that you can't do high poly exports. You can't do like dense mesh exports until you have the full version. So I recently got the full version so I could do dense mesh exports. But other than that, they were like really, really janky. I mean, they would come out looking like this goose with his low poly neck, Speaking of which, let's bring this boy back to the center a little bit. Okay, let's try to flatten him off and see if he's looking a little better there. Yeah, not so bad. Okay. And we'll clean that seam up on the computer. I don't know. I can't quite decide how I like this. You know what? I like it. We're keeping it. Maybe not. I've been looking at it for too long now. It's my mistake. is that I look at it for too long and starts to look wrong. So we're just going to move on. Okay, we're going to grab some more cubes. Oh, nope, we're going to lock our space vertically. Oh, I've accidentally given him his neck that way. Let's bring his neck this way. Nope, don't like it as much. Let's bring his whole body. Tilt him up. Oh, but that's not going to work because I might mess up his eyeballs. Well, maybe we just need to redo his eyes. Oh, wait, let's just do that. We can just do it without grabbing his eyeballs at all. Well, I wonder if I can bake this. Hey, look at that. There we go. Baked it in just like that. So now, once we center this guy up, we can bring those eyeballs in and rotate him this way. Hey, look at that. I don't know if that translated why I'm excited through the chat, but it felt right. I basically parented these little white, cute eye reflections to the black eyeball itself, and so I could move them without screwing it up completely, only just screwing it up a little bit. All right. Also, probably when I bring this into Blender, I'm gonna do like some little indent nose holes. Let me actually write that down. Let's take some notes, chat. So we're gonna take some post-processing notes. So let's do some nostrils. And then obviously a given is to smooth out seams. That's kind of it for now. Yeah, that's it. And then I'm gonna have to give him give him kind of a flat butt so he can print properly. Now, one nice thing about if we keep him to 3 colors is that I can then print his support interface with PETG, which I've had a lot of success with, as my 4th filament, so that the supports separate really well. Although it's a little bit more pricey to do, I just think that the finish is unbeatable for the bottoms. Now, this isn't like bad. You can't really see the quality of it through this, but oh yeah, tail feather group, wingtip. Yeah, that's a good idea. Okay, let's go into let's create ourselves a new layer here because I don't want to screw this up more. I accidentally already put blush. Need to change the name of this. This is here, move out of the way. Neck / eye reflections. Okay. We're gonna go back to our. Oh yeah, we're gonna create our grid here. Get snippy snappy with it. Turn our grid back off. Make it nice and blare. Okay. Grab this. Subdivide so I can grab the face itself, and we're gonna change my tool back over to a circle. Bring this on in, and bring this on in. It's probably a better way to do that, to be honest, but that's how I feel like I can get a good mirrored object itself, because otherwise it just like will create the object over here and, you know, mirror it on the other side, which isn't bad. I mean, I'm going to do that with the wings, but oh gosh, I just did this on this layer. Lol. Okay. Turn this back on. Oops. All right. Now, why in the world would it be rotating them? Okay. We're going to create our, oops. Where'd my menu go? Oh, silly me. Yep. Okay. Move this into the middle. Check. Yep. Off of that. Now we're going to grab this. Move this in a little bit, and let's start to model the body. So, kind of have this like gumdroppy shape idea. I think I want to stick to that. Just give him a nice, cute, complementary body, but not make it too out of place with the rest of his style. So for those that are just joining, the idea behind this model is to create a duck, or was originally a goose, but has turned into more of a duck, that sits on a swing that we can then hang from somebody's rear view mirror. So I may actually, because it's going to be in a car, print it all out of PETG and then use a PLA support to be able to separate it well, so that the PETG can withstand the hotter temperatures. So we're going to take this here, kind of create a bit of a boom like that. Now that's a little bit chunky, a little bit taller than I want him to be. So we're going to bring him in. Yeah. Yeah. Maybe I want to start this differently. Let's bring him like here, and then HyBee 3D Patreon model membership when. Do you know, I actually would really like to do that at some point. For now, I would like to be able to build my skills up of actually making these models. Like, this one's turning out shockingly well, probably because I have all of these amazing suggestions as I go along. But I just don't have enough models, or enough confidence in my own models. Now, ideally, what I'd like to do is print these models out, like the mushroom and the egg chicken and stuff like that, and then sell them, be able to go to YouTube and say, hey, these items consistently sell, and show some data on that, and then put them on Patreon and be like, if you want to sell these items and get the same results, you can go to my Patreon and, get my models that way. But for now, I think I may start by just like uploading them to cults, or as a way to get people to join. I mean, I don't want like extra people to join the Discord that aren't going to participate. So like when I was like, oh, join the Discord to get this exclusive model, I think a lot of people join to get it and then like don't actually participate. And so I'm not gonna do that anymore. But I don't know. That's something I'd like to do in the future for sure. But for right now, I just don't have the confidence in my modeling skills. So that's why I want to do this every so often. I don't know if I'll do it every Saturday, but I feel like Saturday is a good day because when people kind of have time to watch this kind of thing or participate in this kind of thing, just to get my skills up. Okay, let's start working on that gumdroppy form that we were talking about. Oh. Now, one of the problems with oh wait, oh nice. One of the problems with if you go into the files, I have this mushroom model available there. I think I mentioned it very briefly in my, I don't know if it was in my latest video. I don't think it was my latest video. I don't know. Might have been the one before that. Don't remember. Anyway,
I don't remember you ever mentioning it.
no, I totally did. I was like, if you want this model, join my Discord. And then there was one guy that joined that was like, where's the model? He was like the fourth or fifth guy to join. But it's in the files. I think it's like all the way up at the top. So it's something I don't think I'm going to do moving forward. But yeah, that's technically the HyBee 3D exclusive model. I need to write something out for it, but if you want to use it, you have full permission to sell this one as well. if nothing else, but to boost your store. I'm very invested in the success of you guys' individual stores. But also,
Love it.
what's that?
I was just saying people love the
Yeah,
mushroom.
people love the mushroom, and also to get like some stats on it. Like I'd love to see how it sells elsewhere. Here in Texas, and I'm sure in other places, mushrooms are so trendy right now, and people love all of my different variations of them. And so if you want to sell this one in your shop, I mean, let me know how it goes so I can add that to the stats, and then eventually with a Patreon be like, hey, this mushroom has sold this much for these people or brought in this much revenue. You can do that for your store too, that type of thing. I'm all about, artists, supporting artists. Like you guys have heard me. I'm a preacher of the Zoo 3D gospel. I think their models are just amazing. Like she has such an amazing talent for creating not only like just super cute models, but super cute models with such an amazingly consistent style. Like I can't believe just how consistent her models are and her articulations are. Like that's something that I think would be really cool. I don't. It's one thing about Gravity Sketch that I don't know if I'll ever be able to do is like really consistent articulated models or like precise articulated models, but it's something I would definitely like to experiment with in the future. I mean, in theory, it could be just as easy as, oh wait, let me turn off mirroring. We'll go to ink here. Oh, except I don't want to do stop. Dude, that would be legendary if you did that. Like, genuinely would be amazing. Okay, custom stroke. Okay, here's this. We do not want this. We want free output. Turn off mirror. So to do like articulations, I think it could be as easy as, draw your chain link this way, draw your chain link this way, and then here's your model over here, and here's your model over here, and they join in the middle. But that's something that's yet to be experimented with, but I'd like to try it at least. Okay, let's see how we're doing here. Kind of got distracted. There's the sound again.
The dentist hums while he works.
The humming dentist. You ever see Little Shop of Horrors, Michaela?
No.
Anyway, that just makes me think of that as a dentist, and he sings a song. Oh, what is this? Oh, I can pick out chunky it is. Oh my gosh. Oh, I can pick the shape of it? A square stroke? Wow. Oh my gosh, have I hit save yet? You are an absolute lifesaver. Save. Let's do save as. And we'll save here. You're very weak when you scale models down. It's like, yeah, that is super true, especially if they're just like one little line like that, like I just did. So it'd have to be more of like refining a shape, like I'm doing with these, of like something more consistent, kind of like look. Let's grab behind this, something more consistent like these that I could like copy and paste those models in and use them as the chain links. I don't know, but they can get super weak when you scale them down. That's true. We'll call this one. We'll just call it Ducko for now. Ducko, that's who you are. What's gonna be a goose is now Ducko. All right. You know what? I'm kind of okay with how this body's starting out. Kind of cute. What do you think, Mac?
Yeah, I like it.
Or should I make him like a little bit more gumdroppy? Like.
He needs to be fatter. If
Fatter?
the feet are attaching to that.
Oh yeah, that's true. That's true.
Fatter on
So
the
like.
bottom. Yes.
Like that.
Maybe even fatter.
Maybe even fatter. Yeah, I think you're right. But I just want to like.
We'll just see what it looks like.
Overwhelm.
Back.
Yeah, that's true. Let's just like bring this whole thing and just scale it up. Ah! Scale it up. Wow. See, I don't want his body to like be overwhelmed
That's
by.
too much. Well, it also overtook the neck.
Yeah, that's true. So maybe if I just bring him back, like make him a little tubbier. Or what if I make the neck a little skinnier? We do like a skinnier neck, tubbier body. He's kind of a little bit square on the front here.
Because I feel like if the head is like too heavy, then it like won't swing right. It'll like.
Yeah, that's the thing. I was wondering if maybe I would like if I could put like some weights in the bottom of him.
What if you can just design him so he just is heavier on the bottom?
That's true. Okay, let's see. Do we like that? Let me go back. I'm gonna rewind time here. Oh, I got my scale all goofed. Yeah, I think I like that one better. The old one. I think he's plenty tubby. I do need to make the neck a little bit skinnier, I think.
Yeah, we'll see once you got the feet and the tail and stuff.
Yeah, and I don't know that that'll be too bad once I... Can I bake these together? Oh. Including these eyeballs, please. Ah, that's not what I wanted to do. Okay, hold on. Get rid of my brush here. Just select. There we go. Okay. This might become a goose. Yeah, I well, it was initially meant to be a goose. So maybe more like I wanted it to be a goose because there's already kind of like a mass-produced duck swing thing. Maybe I need to like switch this a little bit here and like bring his neck in a little bit. Yeah, here we go. Give him a little bit more definition here. Yeah, so I kind of wanted him to be more goosey. Kind of turned out looking more ducky for a second, but I think we're bringing the goose back as we progress here. What's that, Mac? Mr. Magoose. Oh, that's a good name. Okay. Let me sit on that for a minute. I like the coloring of his neck is off, but it might just be my... Oh yeah, it's just my angle. Just the light was weird. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Except that I can't, for some reason, get the body to be quite centered decently. Oh, I can do this. I keep forgetting about my precision move tool. Yeah, I think I like that. And then let me bring some as like this plane down a little bit just to maybe like rotate a little bit just to flatten him out a tiny bit. Even though we make him a flat butt anyway, once I export him, this will be something. Alrighty. What time is it? 10:43. Okay, I'm gonna hop off at 11. So let's try to just mock up some quick feet and a tail feather, and then I will keep you guys updated maybe in Discord or somehow, those who are interested in how this model goes if I continue to work on it this week. If I have time, I may a variation with a little flight jacket like Goose from Top Gun. Oh, that's genius.
Oh, that would sell so well here too.
Yeah, that'd sell like crazy. So there's a Naval Air Force base like less than a mile from my house, so that would definitely be a hit. Okay, let's work on the feeties for our little guy here. Oh wow, cast shadows. That's amazing. Didn't even notice that. Little feet for our little guy, and May have to call it a night after that. Let's go with custom volume just to start out, and let's go like create something like, oh, let's see. Yeah, we'll just go like a triangle-ish. Boom, like that. Oh, except I haven't mirrored this object yet. Can I do it now? Can I do it afterward? No, I can't. Simplify points. Oh, no. That's funny. Reset thickness. Convert to subdivided object. No, I don't want that. Undo. Undo. Okay. Well, we learned something. Maybe. Let's go back to mirroring my world here. And we'll just create some feet from scratch like this. Start with our little Minecraft feeties here. And that way it'll mirror decently. So let's subdivide. And bring this back over here. I'm going to put you back in my hand here. There you go. Yeah, actually, you know, I like it over here. Hey, wow, I can scale my menus. That's nice. Okay. Oh, a party hat? That'd be cute. This is it, everybody. Not only is this just making the model, this is discussion of business strategy. How we're going to take over the world with this one goose, not a duck. Da goose. Oh, what da goose I am. And it's done. Just kidding. All right, let's bring this boy. Oh, let's actually, I'm going to cook that for a second, and we're going to undo our axis lock there. Okay. I may switch out to using a different microphone in the future because this one kind of gets in the way of my hands. Or I'll just do it in like a different spot or something. I don't know. Michaela,
Yeah.
would you be so kind as to get me a glass of water?
Yeah.
You are my hero. Round of applause, everybody, for my sweet wife, who is crazy enough to want to support my 3D printing stuff here.
Super hot.
Sweet and super hot. Where am I at? Where am I at? Are you in here with water?
No.
Oh.
I have to go get it soon.
I just wasn't sure. I didn't want to like slam into you somehow and spill the water everywhere. Spill the water all over you specifically. Not that kind of stream. They're starting out pretty cute. I feel like the middle one is usually the longest of their little feet. You know, pato is the word for duck, but pata is the word for like animal feet, like paws, patas. Now, should I just shove his feet on the end there? That's kind of cute, actually. Or should I give him like some little legs? Let's go to... is there a way to just do like a straight up cylinder? Oh, this might actually be the way to do a cylinder. It's just like go here and then subdivide and then just like extendo. Yeah, that might be it. Okay. Thick legs. Oh yeah, this is totally it. This is the way to go. That's way cuter. Big fan of that, everybody.
I'm behind you with water.
Okay, I'm gonna take my controllers off real quick.
I'm gonna put it in front of you.
Thank you so much, Michaela. Oops. Maybe I won't have these strapped on. All right, just a moment. The hot tub on Twitch. Yeah, true. I'm gonna get the first fully waterproofed Meta headset and do my 3D models from there. $1,000 a month, Patreon. Take my course, and you too can be a 3D printing millionaire. Oh, so much better. It's warm in this thing. I'll send you guys a picture in the Discord of my raccoon face after this, because it gets pretty bad. Hey, let's look at this in the studio here. We can take off of our oh, can I like, anyway, I don't know how to work this very well. Oh, that's how you do the anchor on and off. Okay. Anyway, nice. So it holds it on it. Hey, learned something. Can you import models into Gravity Sketch and work on them? Yeah, actually you can. So I could remix in here anything that I think I may even be able to import STLs. I just can't export as an STL. For the tail, like a swoop up 3 feather. That's kind of what I'm thinking too. Something similar to this, but obviously more as a tail. Okay, let's go back into my office here. Probably wondering why I've called you into my office. All right, let's go to the tail. Oh my gosh, I think I've done all of these on layer 2. That's fine. We'll just keep working on it. Let's do. Oh, let's go back to I keep accidentally resting my arm on this, and I'm worried that I'm gonna accidentally close out of OBS. Need to figure out. Well, I was using this at the beginning of the stream, like using my computer to get reference images and stuff and do my sketches. So I kind of like have it over here, but I need to set something over off to the side so I can like put it away from me, so I don't keep slamming it. Isn't this so cute? I'm really happy with this so far. The main challenge for modeling and printing, I think, is going to be getting the wings right. I think it's going to be kind of a weird thing. Do you know what we're going to do, actually? We're going to take this. I'm going to turn mirroring off. Oh, can I? I wonder if I can do it for this specific object. Bake mirrored. Yeah, look at that. Okay. Okay, hold on. We just learned something. Bake mirrored. Maybe. Maybe not. It's looking good. Should print fine even if you have to do some tree supports. Yeah, I'll end up doing some tree supports. I'm not too worried about it. The main thing that I'm worried about is the wings. How I'm gonna model those. I don't know quite yet if I'm gonna do like something really smooth like these, like to make it just kind of like almost where it looks like a flipper, or if I need to do some more feather details. I mean, I'll start out with a flipper just to see how it looks, and then see if I can like add some little feather details. But we will see. Okay, so let's go here with our foot model, and we are going to switch to this here. We're going to take our white color and paint that because it's going to look really very similar. I may actually even just be able to use that. We're just going to take these, widen it out basically. Maybe we'll like make it a little bit more of a wider thing, more smooth. And then I'm going to take all of these back ones, press them in, and let's see how that looks. You know, it's a little bit lopsided, but it's kind of cute. I want it to be sharper. I don't want it to be so rounded out. Think about for the wings, like Donald Duck, like hands. They can hang onto the swinging ropes. Oh, that's a good idea. Like, if I, because I was thinking I would just like have them wrapped around, but what if I just created some wings that went straight out, and then in the slicer created a negative object, like basically how they've done here, create a negative object cylinder like through the wings to where the rope can just go straight through it, and I can just kind of string it through to where it's just permanently on there. I just tried to grab through my filament dryer here. This is currently working on a video right now. This is one that they sent me to review, and so far, I mean, it works good. It dries the filament. There you go. There's your review. Official HyBee 3D content. This oh gosh, I don't even remember what it's called. How bad is that? No, I'm sure it does. Fix dry filament dryer. It works. What was I doing? Oh yeah, I was working on the tail. Because I originally, yeah, I think that would work really well. Because I originally was gonna do just something that like wraps around, like kind of hugs it like this. Oh yeah, like this. I mean, I've literally got it drawn here. I'm gonna hug the ropes, but maybe I don't focus so much on goose tail feathers are kind of point together. Yeah, I think you're right. That's why it looks so off to me. I was like, it just looks like another white foot. Okay, let's go here, and we're gonna undo the history on this, and we're gonna, instead of bringing them further apart, we're gonna bring them closer together here, and we're gonna smush this whole thing. Let's bring this scale up. Let's just bring it in like that. And then we may be able to grab these and bring them down a little bit further. Like that, maybe. You still need to flatten it a bit more. Oops. That's not what I wanted to do. Okay. Grab all these. Oh. What have I done? What have I done? What have I done? I accidentally made my grabber too big. Here's what I did for the chicken. I'm trying to see if I can like replicate that. Oh, it's basically like the same thing, but they didn't go as deep. So like, let me do this. Let me bring these down a little bit. I kind of just accidentally recreated exactly what they are again. You know what? Let's do some on the fly research here. Let's look up goose. It's so hard to read in this thing. Tail feathers. Let's see, white goose tail feathers. Let's just look up white goose. See what other things we can learn from this. Oh yeah, he's looking great. I see what you mean. It's like a point. It goes into a point. So while a chicken's does actually fan out like this, a goose goes into like a point straight backwards. Yep, So we're approaching this a little bit wrong. And by we, that means I. So we're gonna go back and we're gonna bake this mirrored again, and we're gonna copy this and work off of here once again. So we need to take our base essentially and widen it out, I think. Bring these down in, and then these ones in like this. Kind of my thought. Oops. This one in like this. Yeah, okay. And then we're going to take all of these from this flatter side and bring it in just to smooth it out a little bit. And then, oh, except this needs to be white. Paint. Grab my, paint. Grab my eyedropper here, paintbrush, click. Go back to OBS just to make sure nothing's going wrong here. Man, we've had 105 viewers over the course of this. That's crazy. For my first stream like this, I'm bewildered. Okay, so maybe something closer like that. Not quite. We're closer. Still not quite feeling it. Oh, maybe. Michaela, are you in here? No, she's not. Okay. Gotta get the wife opinion. Expert on all things cute. So I'm thinking bring these ones in the middle down further. And then this one like even more so. Bring this, maybe these lines like in like that. Yeah. All right. I think that might be what I was looking for, close to it. Their tail feathers kind of point downward like that, but I think it's cuter to have it like pointed upward. No, it's not goose lore accurate. That was a great suggestion to bring the goose things closer. There's something I knew that wasn't looking quite right, quite goosey enough. It was Lucy, but it sure wasn't goosey yet. But now we're looking at some major goosage going on here. Make sure this is all good here. Let's bring it in further. Okay. Maybe we'll still actually bring it up. Back down. Because I want to make sure that this middle point is the highest one. This one. Yeah. I think I like that. Except I need to bring this up, actually. There we go. I think that's exactly what I'm looking for. And if I get it at a nice angle, I shouldn't have to use any sort of supports on that. Okay, I think I'm happy with that for tonight. So, to follow the suggestion of our dear friend, we're going to make sure that this is good and saved because I don't want to lose this progress. If I don't finish this week, it will be finished next Saturday, but I'm willing to bet that I get excited and try to work on it tomorrow. Oops. Let's bake this all together here real quick. See if we can just grab everything and bake it together how it is. So now it's just one singular object, except for those. Just want to keep wanting to mess me up. Everything. Yeah, whatever. Okay. I think that's all I'm going to do today. So let's see what it feels like to hold it in our hands here. Let's get rid of our menus. And let's hold it. You know what? I like that. Let's make it a little bit smaller. I'm thinking like more along that scale. Let's hold it in my hand. I don't know if that scale translates very well into the stream, but it's like just barely kind of fits into my palm. Maybe I'll do a little bit smaller for the little car swing things. I need to order more PETG if I'm going to start printing this. I mean, if I'm going to start printing this. When I start printing it. Yeah, I like that size better. And we can do one with like a little party hat, or like we talked about, a cowboy hat would also be really popular, as I do live in South Texas. the Top Gun idea is genius. I don't know how well I could do a Top Gun jacket, but it would be really fun. I keep wanting to like grab it and touch it, but kind of the idea of scale. Okay, well, thank you guys so much for joining. This has been super fun, and I would like to do this again in the future. Maybe I'll do it every Saturday. This pics. The goods on Discord. I'll get the kids' opinions. Yeah, I'm gonna definitely take some screenshots, either of this live or just generally take some screenshots from the headset. Or maybe I'll just try to print out like a prototype in PLA tonight just to see how it goes, and we'll move forward from there. But definitely next thing, the challenge is going to be to get the wings looking decent and fitting with the style. But so far, I feel like the style is really consistent. And honestly, I feel like it's really consistent with like the style of my other stuff too. Like, I just naturally have a style that's kind of coming through. That was one thing that if I were to do a Patreon, I would be worried about, is like making sure things are consistent. But so far, I feel like because I made it, it just kind of naturally comes out as looking like something I made. So anyway, good night, all of you guys. This was super fun. Let's do it again. If not, sometime earlier this week, I will definitely be doing it next Saturday night. So this has been HyBee 3D, and I really appreciate you guys joining. This was really fun. So I'll catch you next time. Stream will stop and you'll